Good day, ma'am. My name is John White Solano Halo, Class 1B. This is my report. Physical property. A physical property is any property that is measurable, whose value describes a state of physical system. The changes in physical properties of a system can be used to describe its changes between momentary states. Physical properties are often referred to as observables. They are not modal properties of quantifiable physical property is called physical quantity. Physical properties are often characterized as intensive and extensive properties, and intensive property does not depend on the size or extent of the system, nor on the amount of matter in the object, while an extensive property shows additive relationship. These classifications are in general only valid in cases when smaller subdivision of sample do not interact in some physical or chemical process when combined. Properties may also classified with respect to the directionality of their nature. For example, isotropic properties do not change with the direction of observation, and anisotropic properties do have spatial variance. It may be difficult to determine whether a given property is material property or not. Color, for example, can be seen and measured. However, properties are surface and the light used to illuminate. In this sense of many unstability, physical properties are called supervenient. Supervenient. This is similar the way which objects are supervenient on atomic structure. A cup might have a physical properties of mass, shape, color, temperature, etc. But these properties are supervenient on the underlying atomic structure, which may turn to be supervenient or underlying quantum structure. Example: physical property: boiling point, color, melting point, hardness, magnetic field, mass. Chemical properties. A chemical properties is any of materials properties that becomes evident during or after a chemical reaction. That is any quality that can be established only by changing a substance's chemical identity. Simply speaking, chemical properties cannot be determined just by viewing or touching the substance. The substance's internal structure must be affected greatly for its chemical properties to be investigated. When a substance goes under chemical reaction, to properties will change drastically, resulting in chemical change. However, catalytic property would also be a chemical property. Chemical properties can be contrasted with physical properties, which can be discerned without changing the substances or structure. However, for many properties within the scope of physical chemistry and other disciplines at the boundary between chemistry and physics, the distinction may be a matter researchers' perspective. Material properties, distinct both physical and chemical, can be viewed as supervenient, secondary to the underlying reality. Several layers of sovereignty are possible. Chemical properties can be used for building chemical classification. They can also be useful to identify an unknown substance or separate to verify if it from other substances. Material sciences will normally consider the chemical properties of substances to guide application. Example of chemical properties: flammability, acidity, That's all, ma'am. Thank you.